You can't write 0 with Roman numerals.
No, you can't. Right.
There is no symbol for 0. It's not because they didn't come up with it. It's that the concept of 0 was not yet invented. So in the Julian calendar, they went from 1 BC, BC of course stands for before Christ, to AD 1. And AD is in Latin, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. So when would Jesus have been born? All right. And, in the mythical year between the two, he can't be born in AD 1 because that's after, and he can't be born in BC because that's before. So this was an issue. In India, there were great advances in mathematics there, where they even developed the numerals, early versions of the numerals we now use.
Okay.
Rather than Roman numerals. Okay.
Right.
Roman numerals were letters. These are now sort of symbolic shapes that would then represent the numbers. And in this effort was the hint that maybe you might want a 0 in there. These new mathematics worked their way to the Middle East. Okay. And so all of this is going on, and then the 0 was perfected.
Oh.
The 0 is perfected. They call those numerals Hindu numerals.
Okay.
But we today call those numerals Arabic numerals.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the full tracking there, because in the Middle East, an entire algebra rose up, and arithmetic and algebra rose up, invoking 0, and you have negative numbers. And so mathematics is off to the races. Algebra is one of very common words in English that has its roots in Arabic. A lot of the AL words, AL is the in Arabic. Yeah. As I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So algebra, algorithm.
Right.
Another one, alcohol. These are all traceable to that period. But all I'm trying to say,
the best of which is alcohol.
Alcohol. Good going, guys.
There you go. Way to do it.
So I'm just saying 0. Just consider how late 0 came in civilization. The Egyptians knew nothing of 0.
Right.
But it's there, and we've got it. And so now.
So what is this? What is this I hear about the Mayans and 0, that they somehow had something to do?
I don't fully know my Mayan history, other than that their calendar was they really worshipped Venus in the sky.
Oh.
And so the calendar was sort of Venus based. The calendar in ancient Egypt was based on the star Sirius. I'm talking about the New Year, when you start the New Year. Because it's completely arbitrary when you say the New Year just began. Completely arbitrary. Just pick a date, and whatever matters in your culture, call it the beginning of the year. It's not, and to this day, when is the Chinese New Year? It's in like late January, February, right?
Right.
Everybody's got a different starter date. And so that
the Jewish New Year is another New Year Yeah,
everybody's got their New Year.
Everybody's got their own New Year.
One quick thing. You got $100 in your bank account, and you go withdraw $100 from the cash machine, and the bank tells you what?
Don't do this again, man, because, by the way, you think you have $100 and you don't. See, what you forgot was the electric bill came through yesterday.
Before you withdrew the 100.
Before you withdrew this $100.
You sound like this has happened to you, Chuck. Right. So here's the thing. You have no money left in the bank, and that's bad. But what's worse is to have negative money.
Yes.
In the bank. And so this whole concept of negative numbers arose and made complete sense once you pass through 0, and now instead of something coming your way, you now owe it.
Right.
And so the mathematics began to mirror commerce and the needs of civilization as we move forward, because we're doing much more than just counting things.
So this is like the birth of modern accounting. Once you find 0, that's when you're able to actually have, a ledger sheet that shows you minus and pluses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's one of the few places in the world where it's really good to be in the black. Culturally. Apparently, no other way is it good to be in the black except on the accounting sheet.
Oh, that's great.
So now you can go into negatives, and this keeps going with math, and you find other needs of culture and civilization and science where whole other branches of math have to be developed. And so this just went on. And then we got trigonometry, all the stuff that you thought the teacher was just being angry with you, giving you these assignments. These are entire branches of math. The zero started it all, where
It's nothing.
I think that's a legit equation. I have to think about that. 0 minus 0. You just can't start dividing, right?
By 0.
Because then you end up dividing by 0, and that's illegal.
Right. You've broken a law of the universe or something. But you divide
do that too
by
many
0.
times.
Right.
Beetlejuice shows up and it implodes.
Exactly.
Right? So, Chuck, I just want to bring you up to speed on zero. That's all.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson here, as always. Keep looking up.